Today I figured I'd show you some color. Usually I like to match my shirts, so today's shirt is He-Man, and I figured I'd take this little bit of pinkish purpley blue and use that as my inspiration. It's not gonna take too long. I don't take long to do my makeup, so you already know my skin routine, so that was done. Let it dry, and I'm gonna use this palette, Hawaii Blueberry by Delancey. I don't know, whatever you got. I mean, that has all the colors that I love and most of the colors I use. And I'm also gonna use Pastel Goth palette, Kat Von D, for that blue in there. So let's just start. I'm gonna actually use a primer today, Urban Decay. I love some of their stuff, and this, because I want more of a sparkly look, actually is a little sparkly. So I'm gonna use that as a base so I can get strong color. And that's it. I'm not gonna prime. I'm not gonna do anything else. My face is moisturized. It's fine. So what I'm gonna do is just dab this on with the brush. This. It's gonna give me a little bit of a sparkly look. Get this off. A little bit more. I don't use a lot. You don't need a lot because sometimes it'll crease when you put the powder on. And I always use a lot of powder. I don't use one color. I try to create depth with shades of color. So after that's on, you don't want to start putting makeup on right away, but you want to tap it in. Use your pinky or your ring finger and just keep tapping that until it's not sticky anymore. It feels sticky, but you don't want it to be sticky. You want it to be smooth so you can put your powder on. So you just, well, that music in the background is actually a He-Man soundtrack, so that's my theme today. I always try to match my makeup to whatever I'm wearing, or do a theme. Makes things interesting. So when I got that base on, I'm not gonna worry about that on my eye. I'll just put some mascara over it. Yeah, so now I'm gonna start with the darkest color. And I think matching that up, yeah, I'm gonna I'll just use purple. I always use purple. It's my favorite, all-time favorite. Use this. This little bit and this mixed. I'm not going to do a lot of blending today. I'm just going to put the darkest color on the outside. Alright, I always want the darkest color on the outside. It just looks good. So I'm not going to rub. Not when I'm not blending it yet. I'm just going to dab it in where I want it. See how pigmented that is? It's incredible. I'm not gonna dip back in, I'm just gonna do the other eye too. See the difference? So I'm gonna dip back in. You want that to match. That. Alright. I'm gonna clean off the brush because you don't want so much on. Right, so the next color is like a pinkish. So I'm gonna go in with this, and that's gonna be the middle color. Just quick and easy. Now you dab them together so they'll mix. See that? Look at that depth, look at that shading. Takes a couple of seconds. It's never, makeup isn't hard. Doesn't take that long to get really cool looks. Look at that. And it matches that little bit, a little bit of pink. Oh, that's not too bad. I'm gonna blend a little bit, but I just want to get the base colors down first. Let's see what else. The next color is kind of a light pink. So I'm gonna clean my brush or use a different brush, but I have this cleaner thing that gets all the powder off. So I'm gonna go into probably this really light pink and maybe a little bit of that cream color. Yeah, that'll be good. And just put that on the inside. The shades. And then just dab it back a bit. Go back in. I always use the least amount of color. Least amount, because you can always go back in, put more on. Well, it's a lot harder when you have too much on, because then you gotta wipe everything off. Look at that. It took what? A couple of minutes, not even 3 minutes. So now what I want to do is use a blending side. Just go in, soften up those edges. Easy. I always like to clean the brush in between because you don't want to get too much color. I'm just trying to blend these edges. I don't need to deposit any more color. That's good. Now this one looks like it needs more of that middle pink. See that? So I'm just gonna go back. Take more of that middle pink color. Dip it in. Yeah. And then just a little bit back and forth. You don't want to go over your other colors either, but you want it to blend, so. Yeah, that's pretty good. A little bit more. And that's it. You just keep going until you get what you want. Just blend in and soften up the edges. See how I'm still stay in that crease. Don't paint up here. You look like a clown. Nobody wants to look like a clown. All right, now I'm gonna go down the bottom, and I think I'm gonna take this a little bit, just this dark blue, and I'm gonna put that. Remember, I primed under here too, so that color will stay. And I'm gonna go in the actual mirror and just do the corner. Just the corner. A little bit. It's more purple, but I'll just go over it with, you want it to blend anyway, so having a purple right where the other purple is fine. Now, I'm using this little tiny detail brush for the bottom today. So I don't want to bring it way down to where we did with the smoky eye. So now I'm going to take the palette, and that's blue. That's real blue. And that's going to go with the blue in my shirt. And just a little, take some blue, just plop it on. I'm going to go in the mirror and do it. And I'm just going to stay in the middle with that one. Clean the brush. Clean the brush. Go in the middle. And then I'm going to mix it in. You know, I mean, you could just throw one color on, but that's boring, right? I mean, you want some depth and some interest. Always want to be interesting. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Match my shirt. That's it. I'm gonna take, I don't think I have, I always like to do like a light sparkly right in here. I always like that to be lighter, but I think I'm gonna leave it because, yeah, that's fine. Because the primer is still a little sparkly. It just leaves it light. I like to leave it light because I'm old and I want my eyes to look more open. And do my eyebrows. Yeah, I'll do my eyebrows. Always start where you want it the darkest. And then work back. I don't like those fake looking drawn in things, unless of course it's, you know, doing like a vampire look or something. You always want those sharp cut eyebrows. But there we go. That's it, just a little bit. Yeah. Not bad. I'm gonna take that brush that I had the pink on, and there's still a little bit of residue on there, and I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna make this weird face so you can get your cheekbones up here. Just the residue from it. You don't need to dip back in. There's a lot of color in that shadow. Very pigmented. Yep. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna do a purple eyeliner on the bottom. This is Shockwave. I always try to do vegan, you know, cruelty-free stuff like that. I'm not sure if this is, but if I know myself and I did my homework, it probably is. So I'm just gonna take the purple and just do an eyeliner, just to give it a little bit more, color, a little more depth. If you have hazel eyes, purple is one of the best colors to go against. It really brings out the greenish tint that's in there. Just a little more. Soundtrack's pretty cool. A huge He-Man fan. Nostalgia is like one of the best feelings in the world. You always wish for what you had when you were a kid. And when you're a kid, you want to grow up, be an adult, and then you realize, oh shit, That's not really what I wanted, but we all do the best we can. Make the best out of what we got. Well, I'm gonna do my cat's eye now. I'm gonna start in the corner, up and around. I love this little paintbrush. They don't make it like this anymore. It's very rare. Find this little paintbrush thing. I remember the days when this is all there was. It's probably why I'm used to it. I'm just talking about nostalgia, right? It's easier for me. Whatever's easiest for you. There's no right or wrong way to do anything, you know? Let me see if I can do this in the camera. Ready? I mean, it looks like I'm looking down, but really I'm looking straight at myself, but this is a different angle. Yeah. That was pretty good. Just gonna clean it up a little bit. I always go up and over, stop, then do the flick, right? The flick, see that? And then just fill it in. Backfill. And that's that. Simple. Pretty. I mean, I know that I use a lot of bright colors and stuff, but you could do this with anything. You can do this with shades of brown, black, anything, green, shades of green, those are pretty. Anything. You can do anything. Anything you can think up of, if you think it looks good, do it. It doesn't really matter what other people think. Just put your heart into everything you do. Put yourself into everything you do. People are gonna love you, people aren't gonna love you. You can't please everybody. The most important person to please is yourself. You know, and you might end up inspiring someone. Yeah, that's nice, I like that. I don't think I'm gonna do black on the bottom. I think that's good. Yeah, so that's it. That's it. I'm not gonna do, I might do a little bit of blush, but sometimes I'll use like a highlighter. Do like a little bit of a highlighter. Let me show you what I do. It's unfortunate that this is a Tarte. Oh, no, that's not it. No, I think I can't find it. No, can't find it. But I'll just do a little bit of a sparkly blush. And that's gonna be not the darkest, but it's gonna go up here. But I wanna start here because I want it to be darkest here. Because you wanna pull your face back. It's not too bad. Sorry about going off camera again, I wasn't ready to. It's not too bad. I got a little bit of stuff going on, but no big deal. Everybody's got something, right? Everybody has scars and little imperfections, and that's fine. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, now I'm done. So you don't have to listen to me anymore. And try it. Let me know. Get brave. Be brave. You know why? Because you can just wash it off. But you might love it. You might find your new look. All right. Bye. I love you.